Hello everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. There is an update regarding Pastor Apostle Johnson Suleman and Davis Mike. That was the guy who came out earlier to accuse Apostle Johnson Suleman of sleeping with his wife. Right now, Mike Davis, a former pastor with Omega Fire Ministries, if you could recall, there were some videos I had posted earlier regarding Mike Davis, who was the former pastor of Apostle Suleman but was fired by Apostle Suleman. And he shared out a video explaining to the world that Apostle Suleman has been sleeping with his wife. He's been having an affair with his wife, which the video went viral, and also his wife Faith Edeko also spoke regarding that particular allegation. And Apostle Suleman also went on Twitter then to debunk everything and said it was all lies, even regarding the IGP that had come to him for investigation. Apostle Suleman said they were all false allegations against him. But right now, the Mike Davis, a former pastor with Omega Fire Ministries, who had accused Apostle Johnson Suleman of sleeping with his wife, has released an audio clip in which Suleman was allegedly threatening to make him disappear. He had mentioned that in the previous video which he posted out, saying that his life is in danger and that if anything should happen to him, that the whole world should hold Apostle Suleman responsible, because Apostle Suleman had already threatened to get him disappear, that is, to make him disappear. However, he planned to do that, best known to him alone. Though the authenticity of the clip, which was obtained by Punch, could not be immediately verified, it was, however, claimed that it was recorded during a phone conversation between Apostle Suleman and Davis shortly after the former Omega Fire Ministry pastor made a viral video that was few days ago accusing Suleman of sleeping with his wife. But Pastor Faith Edeko, who is the wife of Davis Mike, in the presence of their children, that they were having this affair with Apostle Suleman. And in the audio clip which was sent to the Nigeria Police Force as part of a petition against Apostle Suleman, a video claimed to be that of the general overseer was heard threatening to make Davis disappear and also telling him that he will never amount to anything in life. Friends, I'm going to drop the audio so that you can listen to it and hear this conversation between Apostle Suleman and Mike Davis, as he has already claimed that this is where Apostle Suleman threatened him that he was going to make him disappear. But a little bit of what was said in the audio clip is this. I would read it out before you can actually hear for it, probably if some of the words are not very clear from the audio. But this is the conversation. It said, I avoided you because of the way you talk, but it is clear to me that you are possessed with a demon. The same thing that made me avoid you. You keep repeating them. You will die prematurely. God will punish you. Whatever you're looking for in this life, you will not get it. I stepped aside to make this clear. You will die an untimely death. From the day I noticed you don't know how to talk, I stopped talking to you. It is like you didn't notice. I was free. I was chatting from the day I noticed your mind. You don't know how to talk. When I noticed it, because I am very temperamental, my temper is not good. That is why I am telling you tonight, I will make you disappear. These were the exact words from that conversation. And David's mic is saying this is what Apostle Suleman said, and he claims that this voice is Apostle Suleman. And when he was asked to explain what he meant by making him disappear, the voice responded by saying, "You are a bastard. Get off my phone." And the call ended thereafter. So I am going to drop this record so that you can also listen, so you can hear right now. And also recall that while Davis had sued Apostle Suleman for 2 billion naira for allegedly interfering in his marriage, Apostle Suleman's legal team said on Friday, that is today, that Suleman has filed a 5 billion naira label suit against Davis. So this is the update of what is really happening. So right now, both of them are claiming that each of them need to pay because of the allegations and the issues they have put up in their families. Davis is requesting for 2 billion naira for having interfered with his marriage. That Apostle Suleman interfered with his marriage. And likewise, Apostle Suleman is also requesting for 5 billion naira against Davis. This whole thing is looking very complicated and it's getting more complex. Who knows how this whole thing is going to end? Right now, let's assume that this is actually Apostle Suleman's voice. Why will you threaten somebody? And even to the point that you say you make the person disappear. That's an ambiguous word. That's a very big word or a statement to make against your fellow human being. This is where they say there is power in the tongue. And you know, in the previous video I had sent where Davis was actually talking, he said if anything should happen to him, the whole world should hold Apostle Suleman responsible for his death or for his disappearance. This word that Apostle Suleman said to him, if it is really true that he said he was going to disappear, it's a dangerous word, because if anything should happen, even if it's not as a result of Apostle Suleman's act or it's not by Apostle Suleman's own hands, he will still be held responsible, because this particular statement, it's a very serious statement that you make against a fellow human being. Notwithstanding, okay, right now they are now requesting for money in exchange of what has transpired between both of them. Friends, how do you all think that this is going to end? Because if Apostle Suleman eventually is found not guilty, it obviously means that if he wins the legal case, Davis has to pay him 5 billion naira. And on the other hand, if eventually Apostle Suleman is found guilty of all of these charges and Davis wins the case, it means Apostle Suleman has to pay him 2 billion naira. So at the end of this whole saga, this whole problems between both of them, one person would eventually pay, because definitely you will get to hear the truth. Amongst both of them, one person must be telling the truth. But this would only come up if this whole issue that has lingered for a long time right now gets finally into the courthouse, where everybody would now speak up with their own witnesses and evidence. And you know, once it gets to the court, once there are concrete evidence, whoever has the concrete evidence eventually wins the case. Right now, this is becoming a very big battle between these two men that have actually stood up as men of God. You can imagine what is this portraying right now in the house of God as people that are serving God. You can imagine that it's already painting a very bad image, very bad picture. If at the end of the day it turns out to be that one of these parties is saying the truth, then if it is Apostle Suleman that is lying and the truth is he was sleeping with David's wife, it obviously means it's a very big embarrassment as a pastor and in the house of God generally, because it doesn't portray a good example. On the other hand, if Mike is found guilty of lying against Apostle Suleman. It's also an embarrassment to him being a pastor wherever he's pastoring right now at the moment, and being a father. What legacy are you leaving for your kids? And how would your congregations now look at you if it's a false claim or false allegation? However this whole turns out, it eventually means definitely one person is going to be found guilty in all of this. Friends, I think this is another avenue to say it's better everybody should be mindful of words that come out from his or her mouth. In the course of anger, a lot of things happen. You can hear from the conversation that the person in the phone, or on that phone conversation, who is referred to as Pastor Apostle Suleman, said, I am hot tempered and I would make you disappear. So which means if this happened, it was said out of anger. That's what will come out eventually. If this is true, it will be that it was said out of anger. Then it comes to the point where everyone has to be very, very careful. This word, there is power in the tongue. Once you voice out or make utterances, it can't be withdrawn back. It's just like feathers of the chicken. Once you take out the feathers from the chicken outside, it all flies into the air, goes to different places. It's difficult for you to go back getting all the piece of these feathers. You get some, but you can't get all back. It's just like once you say ill things about somebody, it's out there. You can't go and grab it because words are not physical objects, or they are not substance. These are things that will come out of the words and get into the air. It can't be withdrawn. So please, people should be mindful of utterances they make, especially when you're angry. I think the best thing to do is when you're angry, pause and calculate the words you're trying to speak out, because in the course of anger you end up saying things that you would regret, or you end up saying things that would harm the next person, or that would even harm yourself. If you can't control your temperament, it's better you don't speak. Just walk away. And then when you've calmed down, then you can speak. At that time, your words are calculated. When you're angry, your words are not calculated. You find out that you start making horrible and terrible utterances. Telling someone that I'll make you disappear is a very big word, and it has a lot of meaning. How are you going to make a human being disappear? What are your means of making this person disappear? And what do you eventually intend to do to make this person disappear? A whole lot of questions will come up. And then why use this kind of a word? As a man of God, you need to threaten someone's life and say you would amount to nothing. You are meant to lead by example. People are watching, people are listening. If these things are true that he said them, then it obviously means that it contradicts what he stands out for as a pastor, as a man of God, as a general overseer, because you have flocks that you are leading that are looking up to you. But in some cases, some of the church members will still stand in support, even when some of them are found guilty. It's better you own up to face reality and tell yourself the truth when you are wrong. Everybody has his or her own weakness. Whether you're a pastor or you're not a pastor, we are all human beings. Being a pastor doesn't stop the person from being a human being, and doesn't stop the person from making mistakes. But at the same time, once you make these mistakes, you tell yourself the truth that you have made a mistake, and then retrieve yourselves, correct it. I think that's what makes you a better person. It applies to everybody, whether you're a pastor or not. Accepting that you have made a mistake, it's a very good thing. It will help you to change and become better people. But once you have made a mistake, probably because of your status or because you're a public figure, you don't want the shame, you don't want the embarrassment, you hide up and stuff off in that act and say, no, you didn't do it. Meanwhile, you did it. And eventually, if it comes out, it becomes the biggest embarrassment for you as an individual and as a human being. People should please be mindful of their words. And well, like I said, eventually we'll get to find out if there are update, friends. I will definitely update my friends and yous regarding this particular issue that is going on right now between Apostle Johnson Suleman and Davis Mike. You can see that Davis is not giving up on this. He has now come up with this audio. I'm going to stop here so you would listen to the audio and hear the conversations yourself. But friends, what do you all think about this? How do you analyze this whole thing right now? Having to hear this audio or going to hear this audio, what would you make out of it? Do you think one person is already guilty at the moment? Or do you think this audio is just a make believe? It's not real. It wasn't Apostle Suleman's voice. Well, since this has gone out right now, I'm sure Apostle Suleman will still have something to say. And thereafter, I would ensure that I get you all updated.
I avoided you because of the way you talk. But it's clear to me now that you are possessed with a demon. The same thing that makes me avoid you, keep repeating them. You will die premature. God will punish you. Whatever you're looking for in this life, you will not get it. I stepped aside now to make this call. God, you will die untimely death. I from the day I noticed you don't know how to talk, I stopped talking to you. It's like you didn't notice. I was free. I was chatting. From the day I noticed your mind, you don't know how to talk. When I notice it, I say, because I'm very temperamental. My temper is not good. That's what I'm telling you tonight. I'll make you disappear.
Disappear as how, sir?
You are a bastard. Stay off my phone.
Friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube, and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Pa. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Pa there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He is going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class every step of the way, from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, this is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class, and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class, starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up your own YouTube channel, Matt Pa, he is the teacher, and you will have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below, so please, you just click on that link and you will have access to Matt Pa's class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube, and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below, so you have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there you can see and see his success. You can go through that and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to Magpie himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to Magpie's Tube Mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for YouTube you would really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.